So today we are going to learn how to create an Instagram account for your business. And the first thing you're going to need to do is go to your app store, whether it be on Apple or on your Google phone or Samsung, whatever it is, go to the appropriate store you use and download the Instagram app. It is completely free. Once you have the app downloaded, you open it up and you should see a screen that says create username. This is the very first screen when you're creating a new Instagram account. So again, you're going to want to make sure that you use the same name across all social media platforms. So today I am going to be Jill's Flower Shop. And I got a little green check mark. That means that name is available and no one else has it. So that's awesome. So I'm going to hit next if you want to sign up with a phone number or an email. And I like to sign up with my email always because I don't like to have my phone number all over the place. I like it to be able to text me and as a way to protect my account and stuff when I need two-factor authentication. But as the initial way to sign in, I typically don't use it. Now, you're going to want to use that specific email you created for your business, and it's easiest if you use the same one for all your social media for your company. So I'm going to type in my email. And then I'm going to hit next. And it's going to tell you that it sent you a confirmation code. So what you have to do now is you actually have to go to your email and open it up and find that code. Now these codes change all the time. They're just one-time use and they do expire. So now they're going to ask you to create a password. So I'm going to create my password and hit next. It's going to ask you to add your birthday, and so we're going to put that in, and you just spin these little dials like you can see me doing. That's not really my birthday. I don't use my real birthday on here. And then it says welcome to Instagram. So now click the button that says complete sign up. And the first thing you can do is connect to Facebook. This is actually a good idea to connect your Facebook and your Instagram accounts because it makes sharing from Instagram to Facebook really easy. And it also helps when you're running ads. They can run them on both platforms. So let's hit connect to Facebook, continue. And it's going to ask you to sign in to Facebook. So you've got to let it sign in. And it wants to find my contacts. Well, I don't want to download my contacts, so I'm going to skip this part. It's going to now ask me to add a photo. Done. So now remember, your profile picture should not be flowers like that. It should be something that says the name of your company or your specific logo that you use. And it says also share this as a post. I think that's a great idea when you're first starting. So then you're going to hit next and save login info. I like to save it so it's easier. So now it wants to discover people and find people. I'm going to say next. I'm not doing this right now. And I'm going to say not now to this. Okay, so what I've done, as you can see, is set up Jill's Flower Shop. So this is right here, my first post. So I'm going to click down here. You see my little logo in the bottom right, and there's my profile. Now, what we've done is we've set up an individual profile. So the first thing we're going to do is go and turn this into a business profile. So we're going to click the three little lines and go to settings and privacy. From there, you're going to see on the very top, circled in red, you're going to see Accounts Center. So click on that. Next, you're going to click on Account Type and Tools. Just click the little arrow to the right. Next, you're going to see this screen that says Switch to a free professional account. And underneath, it just talks a little bit about what the benefits are of a professional account. And one of the main benefits is being able to see your analytics, which Instagram calls insights. So go ahead and click the Continue button. Now, Instagram may prompt you to do a few other things before you select the type of account you want. If you haven't completed something, it may pop up things like it did for me here get new contact options. Let's just click continue for now and keep going. The next thing you'll see is a screen that says what best describes you. First thing you want to do is to turn on the button. You'll see I have it on where it says display on profile. You definitely want your information on the profile. You want people to know what type of a business you are. It can be really confusing if people don't have this selected, because sometimes you don't know if they are a store, for instance. Is somebody a photographer photographing food? Do they own a restaurant? Are they a food influencer? We don't know. So this is definitely a good option, and turn it on your profile. Now you can see, because I hypothetically have Jill's Flower Shop, that I've turned on the button that says shopping and retail. Once you've chosen the right area for you, hit the done button. Next, you're going to see a screen that says, are you a business? And we want to check the business button at the top because we are a small business. The other one is a creator button for public figures or artists or influencers. So you want to click business and then click the next button at the bottom. Next, you're going to be able to add your location. Now, you're only going to do this if you have a brick and mortar business or if you meet people at your location of business. If you work from home, do not do this. It's okay if you live in a big city to put your city, but don't put your home information if you work from home. So this, again, if you do have a brick and mortar or you meet people at your location of business, definitely fill this in. And once you filled it in, which you see I did because I have Jill's Flower Shop, and that is a brick and mortar location, and I want people to know so that they can come there and buy flowers. I filled it out. And then you're going to click the blue done button at the bottom once you're finished with that. Next, you're going to see a screen that says review your contact information. So on this screen, you can see I have my email address at the top. If you have an email, and you should at least have an email where people can contact you to ask questions about your products, get more information about your services, make sure that's there. Next, I'm showing you an example here of just leaving the business address blank. Maybe you work from home, you have an online business like I do, and you serve the entire country or the entire world. You don't need to put anything there. Next is a place for a phone number. Now, you may or may not want to give this out. That's up to you. Once you fill this out, you're going to hit the blue done. Next, you're going to see a page pop up that says connect a Facebook page. I definitely recommend you do this. So there's a few reasons. One is that Meta, the company that Facebook changed their name to essentially, Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. Linking them together is a great idea. Number one, when you place a Facebook ad, it'll automatically show, if you want it to, it'll automatically show on Instagram. You don't have to double the work or the budget. And number two is that you can post something to Instagram and with a click of a button, share it to your Facebook page. There's not really a downside of connecting them, other than the only real downside is Facebook is redundant with your notifications a lot of times. They'll show them to you in both places. So that's really the only downside, but it is definitely worth putting connecting. So you're going to click the login to Facebook button. Once you connect your Facebook page, you are going to hit that done button and you'll see set up your professional account. And the only thing you need to do right now on here is to complete your profile. You see it circled in red. Click that little arrow on the right of the wording. Now, if you haven't already, here is where you can add a picture. Your picture your profile picture should be your business logo. It should be the same on your website and all across social media. You want people to recognize you, and there's nothing more confusing than having 5 stores with the same name and you have one logo on Instagram and one on Facebook and one on LinkedIn, and people don't know if they're reaching you or not. So I'm going to say this again. make your logo and your username the same across the board everywhere if possible, if it's not taken. No dashes, no hyphens, no underscores, no periods, nothing, just your business name. It is worth it even if it's a tad long as it meets the character limit. So on here, we will have already filled out our name. Where it says name, this is Jill's Flower Shop written all out. So you're going to have, like you do in real life, it's not all crammed together like a username. So up here, we'll say Jill's Flower Shop. Username is, we already talked about that. We've chosen our username and that's all run together. And down here is your bio. We've talked about too. You want to make sure you tell people, if you have a brick and mortar, where you're located. But otherwise, you want to tell people who you sell to, what you sell, and what the benefit of using your product is. Now down here, it says add links. So go ahead and click that. I want to show you how that works. Now you're going to see add an external link and add Facebook profile. I recommend that you add an external link, but do not add Facebook profile here. There's a few reasons. Well, my main reason actually for doing this is the way it will display on your profile will say this link and one more, and it's confusing. And there's not really a need to use your Facebook link. I think it's a waste of your real estate on Instagram. So what you want to do, if you don't have a specific place you want to send your customers to right now, is to put your website. You can put your website right here. So you just click the plus sign and add it. And I would skip the Facebook for now. Once you finish that, you should see a screen that says set up your professional account. And when you look down at the bottom, you'll see complete your profile and a green check mark. And so you've done everything that Instagram requires of you. So we've got the name of the store, the username up here, the category of the business. This is our bio. It can be a couple sentences, so make it longer. This is awfully short. So we sell fresh flowers, and if I want to say RSM, that's the town, I click on the hashtag, and everybody who hashtagged RSM, their posts show up in here. Very cool. It's, again, a way to categorize things. And you want to categorize the main words in your bio on Instagram. So now here we have the website, and here we have the street address. Now let's I'm going to switch to show you something else here. I am going to show you my personal brand. Okay, because this is more what it's going to look like. So you're an online business like I am. So here you go. I've got my name and username. I'm a business consultant. I don't know if that's the best category, but it works. And then it says owner of Fox Social Media. So as you can see here, I've linked to my agency's page, as this is my personal brand. And then it says host of the Small Business Social Show on YouTube and podcast. And then see how I've hashtagged small business marketing training. And here I've put the pin. Now, when you don't want to give out your address, put that little pin. That's just one of the little emojis. And I put OC, California, Orange County, California. And then there's my website. Now, that's not a link, as you can tell. And the reason is I've got a bit.ly, a shortened link here. We'll see what it goes to. This bit.ly link I change all of the time.
And welcome to Small Business Social.
So there you go. So anyway, that goes to the particular post that I've shared most recently. So because I'm constantly changing that, and sometimes it's my YouTube channel, sometimes it's a podcast, it goes to other places than my website. I make sure that my website is listed up here as well. Now, if you get lost in the shuffle here, always click the tiny circle on the right. You will always go back to your profile. When you click home, you're going to go to your feed. Now, there's not a lot in my feed right now because I didn't follow anyone yet. So we'll get your basic setup, and we're going to go into more detail in the next video.